Can I ask you something? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, why am I so exhausted when all I've done is love? Why is it that the more you give, the less you seem to get in return? The more you're there for others, the more it feels like they don't even see you. The more you try to be understanding, the more people expect you to just keep bending. Here's the truth. Your kindness isn't the issue. Your big heart isn't a flaw. Your compassion isn't what's holding you back. But how you're using that kindness, that might need a second look. Because the world doesn't just need more loving people. It needs loving people with boundaries. It doesn't just need kind hearts. It needs wise ones. Kindness without clear limits can turn into chaos. Love with no boundaries, that can lead to people taking advantage of you. And if you keep giving without thinking about yourself, it eventually turns into self-betrayal.
The more you give, the less you seem to get. Your heart is not the problem.
Maybe no one ever told you that being kind and being smart aren't opposites. That kindness isn't in being everything to everyone. It's in knowing when to say, that's enough. You can be a warm, caring person and still close the door when you need to. You can be generous and still say no when it's not right for you. You can be patient and still choose to walk away from what's hurting you. Let me share something that a lot of people don't realize until it's way too late. Letting someone into your life is a privilege, not a right. Your energy is special. Your time matters. And you're a gift. And gifts aren't meant to be taken for granted. They're meant to be appreciated. But here's the hard truth most people don't want to talk about. If you never set boundaries, don't be surprised when people stop saying thank you. Because when you're always available, some people start to believe they're entitled to you.
Look around. Have you noticed how the people who do the most are often the ones least acknowledged? Those who ask for nothing receive nothing in return. Those who bend backwards are told to bend further. Those who keep forgiving are expected to keep forgetting. But hear me closely. You cannot teach people to respect you by letting them walk over you. Saying yes to everyone is not generosity. It's erasing your own voice. And if the people in your life only show up when they need something, then they aren't relationships. They are transactions. Relationships are built on reciprocation, not one-sided sacrifice. Respect flows back and forth, not just from the giver to the taker.
Let's take a moment and really think about this. Why do some people take advantage of kind, good-hearted people? Because they don't have to work for something that's always freely given. Because they confuse your silence for weakness instead of grace. Because they mistake your patience for permission. But you are not required to teach grown people how to love you. You are not obligated to keep proving your loyalty to people who test it. You are not responsible for someone else's inability to value you. You are responsible for one thing: how you allow yourself to be treated. What you allow will continue. What you excuse will become the norm. What you tolerate becomes the rule. Even God, in His infinite love, sets standards. He forgives, but He requires repentance. He blesses, but He expects obedience. He gives endlessly, but never without wisdom. If God, the creator of the universe, refuses to be disrespected, why should you?
Let's talk about something for a minute: scarcity. Scarcity is what creates value. Diamonds are more respected than stones, not because they are more beautiful, but because they are rare. Gold is not loved because it's shiny, but because it's not common. In the same way, your kindness loses its shine when it's handed out without discernment. If you're always available, people start to take you for granted. If you're always the one reaching out, they begin to expect it. And if you never say no, they stop asking if you can. They just assume you will. Your time, energy, and love are valuable. Don't give them away like they're free samples. So how do you fix this cycle? You set boundaries, not out of anger, but out of self-worth. You say no, not to hurt others, but to finally honor yourself. You become less accessible, not out of pride, but to preserve your peace. Because peace is not found in pleasing everyone. Peace is found in knowing who deserves what parts of you. Not everyone should have 24/7 access to your soul. Not everyone should sit at your table just because they're hungry. Some should watch you eat from afar until they learn how to bring something to the table as well.
Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine your phone battery is down to 5%, and now 10 people want to borrow your phone. Would you hand it over to all of them, knowing your battery is about to die and you'll have nothing left when you need it? Of course not. Why? Because you know it's smart to save that last bit of charge for something important. So why don't we treat our own energy the same way? You keep giving and giving, but have you saved anything for yourself? You there for everyone else, but when's the last time you were really there for you? You're patient with people who constantly disturb your peace. You give love to people who use your kindness against you. And then you're left lying awake at night wondering, why don't they treat me the way I deserve? Let me tell you something that's hard to hear but really important. It's not about them. It never was. It's about what you allow. Because whether you realize it or not, you show people how to treat you by what you put up with.
Let me close with this. It is not a sin to set boundaries. It is not pride to say, that's enough. It is not selfish to protect your heart. It is strength. It is wisdom. It is self-respect. So, be kind. Be compassionate. Be loving, but do it with wisdom. Give, but not to the point where you're completely drained. Forgive, but not so much that people start taking advantage of you. Be there for others, but not to the point where you disappear in the process. Love with your whole heart, but love smart too. Because Because true kindness doesn't mean allowing chaos. Real love doesn't mean you have to sink just because someone else refuses to learn how to swim.